What is going on, guys? Kaiserker here with another Genshin Impact video, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my free-to-play slash low-budget player guide for Keqing in Genshin Impact. So without further ado, let's just get right on into it with our build. I'm going to go over, first of all, our team. So Keqing is very much a main carry DPS, so she's going to be doing all of the damage for the team, or at least most of it, and the other characters are going to heal and support her for optimal role composition. Alright, so for support DPS, I am using Fischl, first of all, because she is really good. You could just pop out her Oz ability, and then it'll just stay on the field. You don't have to worry about it. It'll attack, auto-attack, and you'll be great, and just switch back to Keqing and do your damage. Next up, I got Chongyun, but you could also use Xianling, right? Chongyun or Xianling both work great, and the reason for this is for the elemental interaction. So with Chongyun, you could pop on your Ice ability, and it'll react with Electric, and the same with Xianling. Use your Fire ability, it reacts with Electric, you do more damage, and it's really great help. And lastly, we got our healer, Barbara. You could also use Chi-Chi in this slot. You could also use Jean. Really, any healer would do. Even Noelle works, but I'm using Barbara because I like her more than Noelle, and yeah. Also, if you don't need a healer, then in that slot you could also put on Xianling, or you could even put on Diluc. If you don't need a healer and you feel comfortable doing stuff without a healer, then yeah, go for it. Go with another damage for more reactions, for more elemental reactions. But back to Keqing. So as you see, we got her up to level 60 right now because we are AR 30 as a free-to-play slash low-budget player. We got to talk about our weapons first, right? So for weapons, I'm using the Lion's Roar, which is at 60. And the reason I'm using this is because, as you can see, the Bane of Fire and Thunder ability increases damage against enemies affected by Pyro or Electro by 20%. Now, we are a lightning character, we're going to be doing lots of electro damage. So if you have this weapon on Keqing, and you also have Xianling on your team, you're going to be doing 20% more damage with both electro and fire. So Xianling is definitely very viable, or Diluc even, using him as a support. Yes, Xianling is better for a support role because of her ultimate, which has a spinning fire ring of death around you, and you could just switch back to Keqing and keep doing your damage. But if you really need to, and you don't have Xianling for some reason, but you have someone like Diluc, you could use him too. But fire damage is boosted, electro is boosted, is great. Alternatively, if you wanted to build more physical damage, you could use the prototype Rancor. Okay, let's read what this has to do. On hit, normal or charge attacks increase attack and defense by 4% for 6 seconds. There's a maximum of 4 stacks. So 4 times 4 is 16, 16%. This can only occur once every 0.3 seconds. Now, why aren't we using this? There are a few reasons, right? First of all, as you can see on its upper stats, it has base attack and physical damage bonus. But with Lion's Roar, we have base attack and attack percentage, which means we're going to be doing more damage overall, because a lot of our damage isn't physical attack. We're going with a lightning build. We're not going with a physical build. It is possible to do physical build, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But for maximum damage, you're going to want to go lightning, right? But the one benefit of a physical damage build is that it is a lot easier to get these prototype Rancors, because they are craftable. So you could just craft a bunch of them, refine them, and have a really powerful weapon. But if you're looking in-game, long-term, you're going to want to go with lightning, because eventually if you get a 5-star weapon, you could just, really whatever 5-star weapon you get is going to work just fine. It's going to work great. So if you have a 5-star weapon, go with that if you're lucky enough. If not, Lion's Roar. If you don't have that from the gacha, then craft prototype Rancor in the crafting section, and you'll be just fine until you get Lion's Roar or a 5-star weapon. Now let us talk about our artifacts. Okay, I know I have one blue artifact still. The RNG has not been kind to me, but we're going to talk about our set. We are using the Berserker set. Why Berserker set? Well, the 2-piece gives us a crit rate of 12%. Now, here's the thing about Keqing. She is very, very crit focused, right? Her most important stat is attack, but after attack, you're going to want to focus on crit chance, and you're also going to want to focus on crit damage. So if you have items, Berserker items, that give you crit rate, attack, or crit damage, those are going to be your top stuff. Everything else, elemental mastery, HP, defense, anything like that, that comes after attack, then crit rate, and then crit damage, right? So you're going to want Berserker, of course, for attack. Now, the thing is, with your cup, right, your goblet, optimally, because you are a lightning build, you could get a higher percent damage if you have an electro damage bonus. If you get really lucky, these are kind of rare, I'll be honest. If you're free to play, it is hard to get one. I just got this today, to be honest, before I was using attack percent. But if you can, get electro damage bonus. Why? Well, electro damage bonus, again, you're doing mostly electro damage. When you use your stiletto ability and you blink over, your teleport over, all your damage will become electro, not physical. So you're going to want to do extra damage that way. It's going to really help out a lot. And then, of course, crit rate is really important, so I have crit rate here, but also attack percent, anything like that works just fine. But my crit rate was really low, so I needed that. I'll just show you my attributes real quick. I still need to get my crit rate a little higher at this level. It's only at 51%, but once you get to your character to level 70, you hit an extra ability that increases your crit rate by 15%. So if my crit rate is 51.4% now, when I get to 70, then she will have 66.4%, which I think is pretty dang good. At that point, you're going to be solid. So if you could get around 50%, then you're going to be fine once you get to level 70. I am not quite there yet because I am only AR 30, and the grind is real once you get to this point. Constellation. Well, if you're a free-to-play player or low budget, this is not really going to matter. So don't even need to worry about it. I mean, I'll show you the different constellations. You could judge for yourself if you like these or not. But again, free-to-play, low-budget player, this is not really in our reach, unfortunately, unless you get really, really lucky. Now, talents. Really, all of your talents are important. You want to upgrade them as much as you can, right? So, the thing I focus on first is the Stellar Restoration, because that is the main ability you use. The Stiletto, you're going to be using that all the time, pretty much constantly. So you're going to want to always focus on that. But, so, let us show you what you can actually do with this character in this game. Let's go against the Pyro Regisvine right over here. I'm going to drop in, do some big boy damage, and then just let you guys get a little taste of Keqing and her ultimate power.
Hello there.
So, as you can see guys, Keqing can do some pretty crazy damage if you line everything up just right. And if you want to do a physical build, it's pretty much the exact same thing, except when you launch your stiletto, instead of teleporting to it, you just unlock a charged attack, and it'll cause a little explosion. You'll still do physical damage instead of lightning. But yeah guys, that's just about it for this video. So if you liked what you saw, please be sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about Keqing and other heroes in this game. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Kai Zerker out. Peace and booyah.